Hi, how is everybody doing this Friday afternoon, evening? So I apologize for being late. I am about an hour behind, but I had to take my kids to football, and they usually don't have football practice on Fridays. And the guy thought he trains them like they're in the Olympics, so they went for an extra 30, 40 minutes. Um, it's hot as hell in Texas right now. So if you guys are not in the Texas area, it's pretty hot and humid out here. So anyway, they've got a tournament tomorrow, so I had to go get water bottles, and my phone died, and just a whole bunch of things. And so that's sort of the topic that I wanted to talk about tonight, which is you're not supposed to be, we are not meant to be Superman or do it all. And so I kind of the topic that I wanted to talk to sort of stems out of something that I saw from Gerald Pimpleton yesterday, or maybe it was this morning, and he did a live on how you want freedom in your business, and what you need to do is you need to not be you need to not sign the back of your check. You need to be signing the front of your checks. And that message that he gave was pretty profound for me, because I thought, that's really right. We as business owners are, well, just as people, right? So let's forget about business owners for a second. When we, hi, Soden, how are you? Thanks for joining. We as people were taught, we should be making as much money as we possibly can, right? So we're more concerned about our paychecks and how many zeros we're going to have at the end of our paycheck. And Gerald's message was, you shouldn't be worried about the zeros behind your paycheck. If you really want freedom, you need to be the one signing paychecks, because that's what gets you to freedom. And then I thought about that message, and I thought, you know what, that's right. My whole goal has been to have a business for which I could offer opportunities for other employees, but I still don't have the freedom. And why is that? And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. Hey, Amber, how are you doing, girl? I'm glad that you can join. So what I wanted to talk about today is that we're not meant to do it all in the pursuit of that freedom. And so what does that mean to me? So for me, when I opened up my businesses, plural, because I have a couple of businesses, I have a barbershop, as many of you know, and then I also have our online business. I shared with you all on Wednesday that when I opened up my salon some 2009, so I guess that would have been 8 years ago, I opened up the business and forgot to do marketing, forgot to promote the business. So for 30 days straight, we had no clients, right? And I remember the space that I was in back then. And if you were just starting off as an entrepreneur, you're a small business owner, and let's say you've been in business less than 2 or 3 years, and money is tight, and you have made the decision, or you lack thereof, you haven't decided, you just aren't doing it because money is tight, and you are trying to do everything. And we're not meant to do everything. We're not meant to be the super man in every aspect of our business. And so when I think about, like, how do I get freedom? It's not by me hoarding all of the jobs for fear of, one, spending too much money, one, not having the trust in people that they can perform the job in the same manner that I can, or whatever it may be that prevents you from allowing yourself to get help. I just want to say, take it from somebody who's been there, done that, that we're not meant to do it all. And so I'll use this as an example. So when I first opened up my business, when we first opened up the barbershop, and our anniversary is this year, so we've been in business 11 years now. I remember thinking, I can't afford to hire a web designer. I know how to build websites myself. Hey, Ryan, nice to have you on. I know how to build websites. I know how to market our business. But, and I was like, we can't afford it, right? I know what to do, so I'm just going to do it. And I remember being up late at night, I want to say for weeks on end till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. 11 years ago, we had just had our second child. So I was working we had just moved to Frisco, which is where we live. We had moved to Frisco. We had opened up our barber shop. I was working a full-time job. And I was like, we can't afford to hire someone who does marketing. I know how to do it. And, my husband went into the barbershop. We opened up the business and I did all the marketing as the second job, right? So, hey, Donitra, I must not have gone live in my group. So hold on and let me share this to my group. Because all of my friends are, hey girl, how are you doing? It's good to see you. You know what? Forget it. It doesn't matter. I'll just share it to my group later. So this message is for entrepreneurs and small business owners who are looking to get some answers on what you should. Good. It's good to see you too, girl. Amber, can you do me a favor? Can you share this live to the Marketing Boss Pro Lounge? Because looks like I must have went live on my personal page. That'd be so great. Thank you so much. Hey, Ryan. Okay, so I was sharing, I was doing it all, right? So I was doing the marketing. I was up till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning because I was afraid to spend the money on hiring a marketing person to help with our business because I had convinced myself that we couldn't afford it. And so what did I give up in the process of doing that? Well, what I gave up in the process of doing that was time that I can't get back. I can't get back that time. I was exhausted. I remember I was driving. I think when we moved to Frisco, I had had a baby, second child. We opened up a business. I was working full time, and I was a mom. I think I'd gone back to work like after 6 or 12 weeks, or I don't remember how long. And I had convinced myself that I couldn't afford to hire somebody. So I did it all myself. I did the website. I did all of our marketing. I went to the barbershop on the weekends, and I was working at the barbershop on the weekends. I was, trying to, I think I was even breastfeeding at that time, which is god awful. And I think I tell you the story to tell you that we're not, thank you so much, Amber. Appreciate that. We're not meant to do it all. And when you open up a business, you may be scared to invest in hiring resources that are going to help you be successful because you think you can't afford it, or you're not ready, or you can do it all yourself. And there's something you're going to give up as a result of that. And so for me, the thing that I had to give up was time. And I gave up my health too, because I think it's certainly something that has contributed to me being sicklier than normal. But I for sure think that I sacrificed a lot by not spending the $500 to get, or, at that time, whatever it would have been to get a web designer or to get somebody to help and help me with marketing my business instead of taking on that myself. So when I say we're not meant to do it all, we're just not meant to do it all. But in the chase of opening my business and really wanting to be that check signer and really wanting to gain that freedom, I've lost freedom. And I want that not to be for you as well. So here's some things that I'm going to give you as some ideas. You can't share it. Okay, let me see. Give me a second. I'm going to get online and do it. So my thing is technology, which I will tell you, when it comes to these damn Facebook lives and this freaking shit, I'm like the worst at it. So give me 1 second. I must have done live and on my personal page. But thanks, Amber, for trying. So my computer is going to take like 50 minutes. And so I will tell you, I am slow to adopt technology. Once I've adopted it, I've fully adopted, but like I totally need a new laptop. And my laptop is it's on its last, I need new memory. Anyway, I digress. So I guess I'm going to have to share this later because my network connection on my home is bad and it took me forever to get on live. But anyway, so the message that I'm trying to say is that we're not meant to do it all. And so as a business owner, you may be tempted not to get the help that you need because you feel like you can do it, you want to save money, and you want to cut corners. And I'll tell you, by doing that, that's all right. Don't worry. I'm serious. Like, I've had the worst technology week of my life. So let me just share kind of what that. I am preparing to do a challenge in the Marketing Boss Lounge, and it's going to be a challenge that's going to be focused on how do you boost your sales, right? So it's a 5-day challenge. I'm offering it to my existing list and also offering it for other people. And so this message that I'm trying to give you about that you're not meant to do it all, last year, and I'm a hard-headed person, it takes me forever to get the message that I can't do it all, right? I got to get sick. I got to, get burnt out. I got to cry. I got to get frustrated. I got to be, I got to do all these different things for me to get the message. And so last year I tried to do this challenge and I tried to do everything. So, I'm getting older, and so doing everything is a lot harder than it used to be when I was younger and I had a bunch of energy. My kids have worn me out. They've won the battle in terms of my time. And so one of the things that I learned in this process is I know what my superpower is. I am hellified at these Facebook ads. I'm hellified at marketing. But even with that superpower, I still need a Robin. I still need a sidekick. I still need help in a myriad of different things. So some of the things that I've decided to outsource to help me is, for example, all of my graphics. I love doing graphics, but it's not really an effective use of my time. So I hired a VA team, and I'm going to give a shout out to Jam and Christina, and to Mallory, who are part of that team. And if they're watching, ladies, I couldn't have done this week without you. You guys have been just fucking amazing. So if you are astounded that I curse, I am a cursor. For many of the friends who are on, know that I'm a huge cursor, but these women have saved my fucking life this week. So let me give you an example of some of the things that I've had to let go as a business owner and start to sign those checks so that I could get some freedom. Graphics wise, I love kind of playing around with graphics, but I just don't do it quickly. It takes me forever to get a picture out because I like to, move the picture around. I like to play with the fonts and whatever. Jam is my graphics girl now. This lady spit out graphics like a freaking ninja. That is her superpower. And so now that she's on my team, she's freed up a significant amount of time for me. And so let me give you an example of how much graphics it takes to run an online business. I do content. I publish posts 2 times a day on this month we've gone to a daily theme, which, Sunday there's a theme, on Monday there's a theme, Sunday it's called Sunday Soul, Monday is motivation, Tuesday is tip, Wednesday is gratitude and promotion, Thursday I think is tools and techniques, Friday is freebie Friday, and Saturday is fun day Saturday. 2 posts a day. 7 different graphics for each day. There are 2 posts per day that have a graphic with them. I used to do all of that work, right? And all of that work used to consume my time. It took her some time to create those templates for us, but we went back and forth, got it done, and now they're done. There is upwards of 2 times 4, there's upwards of 30 different graphics just in the month of July. That's just for the themes, not to mention that we're doing a challenge, and we've got, a happy hour that we're doing. We've got, guest speakers that we're doing that are not related to just the themed content. And there's graphics for all of that. Jam now has created a process because, again, her superpower is graphics. She's created a a process to create those graphics for me, and it's freed up a significant amount of my time. Now, I'm a queen at Facebook ads and marketing, and that's my thing, but that doesn't mean that I should be doing it all. Another person that I've decided to outsource is my web design. I love doing web design, but just as it takes me to do the graphics, it takes me too much time because I tweak the pages and I do that. So I'm better spent thinking about the concept, handing that over to an expert and allowing me, somebody who is quicker at it and that's their superpower. So Sunny is my superpower web designer who's on the team, who is responsible for doing that. Freed up another, 5 hours in my week. And mind you, I've got these people who are amazing to my team, and still I worked until 1 or 2 o'clock most days. Hey, Youre, nice to see you. But Mallory is another person. She's helping me with my copywriting. So helping me get my thoughts out of my head and onto paper, so that I can get that message out the way that I get. That's her superpower. So what I have found as a business owner, it's not necessarily about your superpower. It's also about surrounding yourself around other people who have amazing superpowers so that you can free yourself up and do the things in your life that you need to be doing. So some of the things that I get to do now that I didn't get to do before when I was up till 2, 3 o'clock every night and too tired is I get to be a mom. I would argue that my husband thinks I'm probably not as good of a wife because I still don't cook as much as I need to, but I get to be a mom and I get to drive my kids to football practice and I get to take them to go get water bottles and fit you guys in the evenings. I get to see them play at every game that I didn't get to see 5 years ago. I get to take off and see them at their morning, whatever fill in the blank thing that they've got at school. I mean, that has allowed me the freedom that I want. And that's because I'm a business owner. And so when I say that we're not meant to do it all, we're not. So even if you're not a business owner, you're working for someone, you've got a 9 to 5, you've got whatever. The message that I want to give you today is freedom should be the goal, whatever that looks like to you. And so surround yourself with other people who have superpowers that are not equal to yours, but complement you. And so that's my message for you for this Friday. I want to thank you guys for joining. I will be letting you guys know about Boost Your Sales the challenge that starts on July 17th, and you'll get to see all the amazing things that my superpower friends have helped me create as we launch that challenge. The launch and announcement goes out this Sunday. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for joining. You know what? I'm not going to just do that, right? Danitra, I'm going to call you out here. I'm going to call you out here. I know that you are doing tell your mom, tell Mrs. Smith I said hello. She's not ever texted me when she came to Dallas, so I'm still looking for that text. So I hope she comes, or I'm going to have to make a trip for her. So Youre, I want to hear from you guys who are on. No, stop it. I want to hear from you guys who are on and tell me, do you guys have problems with letting go and sharing your things that you need done instead of you doing it all? Or are you good at letting go and you allow people to help you? I've struggled with that for, I would say, 44 years. I'm 44 now, and it's taken me 44 years to feel comfortable with the let go. So here, what do you struggle with? Like, what are some of the things that you struggle with? By the way, I do want to tell you here, I just freaking love your posts and your lives, and I love your standing bitch face because, girl, I have a standing bitch face too. So I just want you to know that I love your standing bitch face. I like the one that you just posted recently. So I need to take my glasses off and give you my standing bitch face. And I know, is that bitchy enough? Can you tell? Like, that's my standing bitch face. But like every time you post that, I'm just like, I totally get the standing bitch face. Oh my God, you've got a nanny. Is that like the best life changer in the world? Like, oh my God, like I know your life is completely changed. Transformational is an understatement. So I had a nanny during this time that I was being crazy, and I thought that would be, great. But Then we have trouble finding people who have the same. I totally get that. I totally understand that, Hira. Okay, Donitra, the freaking nanny transformational, like I totally get that. And Maida is my house keeper right now. RBF Girls Unite. What does RBF stand for? Now, I'm not really good with acronyms. I'm not really good with the slang. So what is RBF? Real bitch face. Is that what that means? Real bitch face? Girls Unite? Because I think I just deciphered it. Is that what that is? You know, the time lag on these things are horrible. Resting bitch face. That's what it is. Resting bitch face. I figured it out. Yes. That's right. Resting bitch face girls definitely unite. That is too funny. So, resting, that's right. Resting bitch face. Donitra, how do you love your nanny? Kira, have you had any trouble with letting things go and trying to do it all? Because I know that you have children. I know that you are, a force in your business. And yeah, yeah. The nanny is a life changer. Okay, so this is my personal freedom. This is my personal freedom. So my goal in life is to have a live-in housekeeper. Like I want that person to just live in my, yes, that's my goal is I want a live-in housekeeper. I want like, you guys know the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What was that guy? Jeffrey. I want a smart ass housekeeper who's got like a smart mouth but cooks and cleans, and I don't have to do any of that. So I don't necessarily need a nanny anymore, but I need a housekeeper. So I got one lady who comes in once a week. I love her, but I swear I'm the only girl in my house now. So there's 3 guys in my house, my husband and the 2 boys, and I don't really like it so much. So I really want to, that's what I'm living for, is to hire a full-time housekeeper that lives in the house and is responsible for cooking and cleaning. Yes, and a chef. That would be like freaking the best thing in the world. If I had somebody who cooked, my husband would stop cussing me out in Jamaican about how I don't cook, and that person would be responsible for it. She cooks, she cleans, she helps with homework. Yeah, I remember my nanny. I need a maid that cooks. Okay, so you guys are all on the same page. You guys all want somebody in the house that cooks and cleans and helps with homework. Helps with homework. I want all that. And so that to me would like be the best thing in the world, because you know what? I like being married, but I do not like the housewife part of being married. Like I don't like being responsible for cooking and cleaning and all of that. Yeah, I need basically a wife. That's so funny that you said that, because I've said that for years. I need a wife without the sex. Like, I don't want to have to sex her down. I just want her to do all that wife shit that I don't like doing. I don't really like any of it. I mean, I like to cook occasionally. We're not domesticated. No, not at all. I'm totally not domesticated. I love working. I like working. I actually have to be told to stop working. It's pretty sad. It's not cool at all. Okay, so no more. So, okay, so we need to start a club of like women who hate housework who are married, right? And I know, Ash, you're not married, but it doesn't matter. We don't like any of it. So Brad, thanks for joining. I know you're a guy, and I know there was another guy on here. I don't know what you guys are expecting from your wives, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not domesticated. Absolutely not. So here's the thing. I don't want to be Superwoman. I don't want to be Superman. I just want to do the thing that I'm super at, which is I like running businesses. I like opening businesses. I like running businesses. I like marketing businesses, but I don't even like doing all the shit that's involved in my business. So that's why I got to have a bunch of other super beings on my team. I need, okay. So what you may not know about me is like, I am a big, superhero. I mean, I never read comics as a kid, but I should have, because I'm such a geek like that. But I love like superpower movies, right? So Spider-Man, the Avengers, right? But that's what I really love about the Avengers is because it's a whole team of motherfuckers who together can conquer the world with all the shit that they can do, right? Each of them have their own faults and each of them have their own superpower. That's the kind of team I'm trying to build internally, right? So with SG Consulting, that's what I'm doing. I'm building a team of superpowered people who really are great at doing their whatever fill in the blank thing it is, because I'm not doing it all. Because my only goal in life is to get the maid and the cook full time in the house along with my mansion. So, okay, so Danitra, you are not domesticated. Kira, you're not domesticated. And Ash, you're not domesticated. And I'm not domesticated. That's 4 people in the same place who are not domesticated, all who have amazing superpowers. Danitra, I know you, have known you all of my adult life. Ash, I know you. Kira, I know you. You guys, we need to, did you guys ever watch that cartoon? This is going to date me here. I don't know how old you are, but there was this cartoon when I was a kid. It was called the Wonder Twins. They had these rings, and then they would like put the rings together and they would bounce them up and they would go Wonder Twin power activate. And then one of them was a liquid form and one of them was a solid form. So the 4 of us need to activate our superpowers and join and unite and figure out how to set the direction for the required domestication that these men have of us, where we're not that domesticated. But you know what, Donitra, as I recall, you are a cooker. Like, you are way more domesticated than I am. Like, you were, like, ladies who don't know Dawn, she like makes a mean breakfast, like full on breakfast, like eggs, biscuits, like 2 different meats, you know, orange juice, coffee, and then pancakes on the side. Like, I remember going to your house and you'd having a full-on breakfast, and I thought to myself, that's because you have 3 children and nobody has time for that shit now. That's what the deal is. Okay, ladies, I've kept you guys on. Ladies and gents, I've kept you on long enough. But the message I hope you get, which is, let us find other superpowered people, have them join forces with you and activate your superpowers together to create greatness. And so my sister-in-law joins on, and I'm about to sign off. D, I'll have to catch you on the DL, but thanks all of you guys for joining. It was great talking to you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, I'll be on live next Wednesday. And maybe I'll go live in my personal group more often. Hey, Milo, what's going on? It's good to see you too. You just missed all of the shit talking we were doing against men. Just kidding. Anyway, I love all of you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.